My Amazon Fire TV won't connect to Wi-Fi.
I'm assuming the TV is in range of the Wi-Fi.
You could make that argument for a remote not working, but not the TV.
I've heard of people doing a Smart DNS proxy. Once you add your router IP to their database, you can use it.
You have to change the DNS on the Fire TV from Settings, Systems, Wi-Fi, select your Wi-Fi network, enter the Wi-Fi password.
If you have forgotten the Wi-Fi password, you can't set it up.
I haven't forgotten my Wi-Fi password.
If you fat-fingered the Wi-Fi password entering it on that screen, you can't connect to Wi-Fi on the TV.
It worked before.
If you reset your Wi-Fi password for security reasons or because you previously forgot it, the TV now can't connect.
I don't think I've reset it, and if my roommate did, I have a totally different problem.
If you go to Settings, Systems, Wi-Fi, try picking a different Wi-Fi network to see if you can get better connections with a different network. That's especially true if the Wi-Fi you had picked was periodically dropping you.
I have had service problems.
You could lose the Wi-Fi too if there are other people setting up Wi-Fi hubs on their smartphones and other Wi-Fi connections that interfered with your own.
No one is obviously doing that.
It may be necessary to tell whomever is using the Wi-Fi bandwidth for gaming to get off so your Amazon Fire TV can get on the network.
The better solution is telling them to connect the gaming console to a landline so it can free up the wireless network.
Your Wi-Fi router might not be letting the Amazon TV connect or stay connected because the gaming console or personal computers were set to not give it priority.
That would mean it is a timeout issue, taking too long to connect.
And you may need to make sure the router is on channel 1 to 11.
I haven't made any changes to those settings.
Likewise, if other devices can't connect to Wi-Fi, you need to reset the router.
At least you aren't telling me to reset the TV.
You still may need to do so. That's especially true if other devices can connect to the Wi-Fi while the Amazon Fire TV can't.
What can I do other than rebooting?
Delete the Wi-Fi address from the Amazon Fire TV and re-enter it, in case that gets it fixed.
You just go into the menu, click on Add Wi-Fi, enter the SSID and passcode or password.
If you were asking me about your tablet, I'd say it might be due to the item being in airplane mode.
I can't take a TV like that on an airplane. Well, not take it and still watch it.
Then you need to try to do a software update or reset it.
Or reboot it in case it didn't update recently, since everything else in the house seems to need a reboot after a software update.
Do you love how smart electronics now all need the same dumb tech support solution?